G'day friends, and welcome to our Wednesday Stamp and Create live. It's Vickywright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So today is our fun fold day where we're going to be creating a bit of a fun fold. It's not a difficult one, but it's one with a bit of wow. I'm just going to try and fix this up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So we'll grab our kit. Now I have done a little bit of stamping only because there was a little bit of die cutting involved. And I've teamed the colours up. So we're using, our base card is Lemon Lolly. We're using grey granite. This is a piece of DSP from the Brights 6x6 pack, and it's the Coastal Cabana one. Okay, and then I've just got bits and pieces that I've cut down to size. Now all the measurements will be on my blog in the next couple of days, and it'll also be in our Stamp and Create Facebook group too, for you to download as well. So let's get with it. So we'll burnish this along our score line to begin with. I love this colour, it's such a pretty colour. I want that nice and crisp. So that's done. Then what we're going to do is build out the basis of our card. So we'll bring in our DSP, and we will, I'm just trying to think, I'm just trying to sort of think if I'm doing it right, but I think I am. I don't know what this fold is called. I just know that I like it. So that's done. Then we can stick this to our base card. Yeah. Well, if we do it wrong, we'll just make it into another fold. We want this open that way, yeah. Oh, I don't mind those colours together. The grey granite and the lemon lolly tone the Coastal Cabana down a little bit, so that's good. So I've got a couple of extra pieces of the DSP, and what we're going to do is stick one piece to this piece of basic white, and this piece is going to go in the inside of our card. Okay, and then the second piece of the DSP is going to go on the front of our envelope. You could always stamp the envelope if you wanted to. So I'll put this piece down first. And you could always stamp this as well. Just I always tend to use scraps of DSP that I have left over. So this is our envelope. And I always tend to leave a little little bit of the edge showing. That is done. Then we're going to stick this piece to another piece of grey granite for the inside. You know, you don't have to do the double layering if you don't want to. But I thought it might be nice to match the outside. Okay, so then this is going to go on to the inside, but before we do that, we're going to create our little flap. Okay, so we need to create our foldy bit, I don't know what you'd call it. So we're going to score this piece at 1 inch, 2.5. Okay, so I'll just put that there. That's done. And we're going to fold this little bit, yep, over onto the score line and burnish it. Okay, making sure it's nice and crisp. So that's that. Then what we're going to do is this is then going to be stuck to there as well as this piece. So we'll do this piece first. So we need to put adhesive on the bottom of our strip. I apologise for the shadows. I've got to do a lot of my videos at night now because my dog paces of a day and she wants you to spend most of the day with her, which is what you do if you know there's anything wrong with them. So make sure that you've got that straight because you don't want it crooked. Okie dokie. Then we're going to put our grey granite layer into the inside. Now when you stuck this piece down, make sure that that score line is right in line with the edge of your base card. Okay, so it should be nice and you shouldn't be able to see it from the opposite side, from the back. Okay, and then we're just going to put this piece down, making sure it's nice and straight, just like that. And that is nearly the basis of our card. So, and it goes like that. Okay, but now we're going to do the front of it. So we've got a couple of panels. Okie dokie. So these two are the same size, and these two, one is smaller than the other. This piece is the same size, and then this piece is smaller. So we'll put those two aside, and these two pieces are just going to go there like that. Okay, so we'll bring in our foam mat because we're going to do a bit of stamping now, and we're going to do this panel. So first up, oh, I didn't even tell you what we were using, did I? we're going to be playing with the sending smiles along with the sending dies, okay? So, this little one here is what I've die cut for my sentiment. Okay. So first up, we're going to do our stem, which is Granny Apple Green. So we'll just tap, tap, tap that. Just like that. Maybe I could do that again. Let's try it, eh? That's better. I'm happy with that. And we'll just clean this as we go, just so that I don't get ink everywhere. So that's done. Now what I've done, already pre-done, is a couple of flowers. So I've stamped that one and this one in Poppy Parade, and the centres of the flowers have been stamped with Night and Navy. Okay, so what we're going to do is pop this up here with just a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals. And I die cut the flowers. Once I had stamped them, I die cut them with the matching sending dies. So we're just going to put that one there, just like that. I'm going to grab this one. And we're just going to put that there, and we'll pop that up too, eh? Now if you recreate this card, don't forget you can use anything you have in your stash. It doesn't have to be, that's upside down. Doesn't have to be the same as mine. And that's that there, okay? So then we're going to stick this to the piece of Lemon Lolly. Pretty, pretty Lemon Lolly. Oops. Making sure it's nice and even all the way around. Okay, so that's done. Then what we're going to do is stick this to that, just like that. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of glue on our half belly band, we'll call it, a little flap. I'm going to grab this, and we're just going to stick that down like that so that it's nice and even and straight. Just like that. grab your bone folder if you want to, just to reinforce it a little bit. You don't have to. And if you wanted to cover this up, you can cover it up, but I think I did cut this for here, okay, so that we could cover it up. But now I'm rethinking, I might do that later. Yeah, we'll do that now. So what we're going to do is add a little bit of glue to the back of our flap or our panel. We're going to stick this piece over the top like that, making sure it's all nice and straight and squared away so that you don't see it from the front. That looks pretty good to me. I'll just move it over just a fraction. And again, you can grab your bone folder and just press down, just help stick it down. Okay, and then that's that. But what I thought we might do is stick this piece just so that when you open it, you don't get that blank piece of DSP. I just think it would be nice to have that as a bit of a surprise when you open it. Just like that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll stamp this again, and we're going to stamp the same leaf in Granny Apple Green, making sure it's nicely inked up. Nice. We'll clean that. Put that aside. Now this time we're going to use we're going to use two different flowers, this one and that one. Okay, so they're totally different to the front two. But this time we're going to stamp straight onto our little panel of basic white. And we'll do our flower. Right there, and we're going to do this little one. Could have gone up a little bit more, but that's okay. Right there. I'll clean these. Then we're going to grab our centres and we're going to stamp them in Night and Navy. Now, I'm not the best at stamping these centres, so you'll just have to bear with me. I always seem to get it wrong. Oh, look at that. I just proved myself. I could do it. Excuse me. Then we're going to grab our tiny little dot. I've left that in there so I don't lose it. This tiny little dot it is. And we're going to stamp that in Night and Navy as well. Just like that. And we'll just clean this. Put that little dot back straight away so I don't lose it. Close this up. And then what we're going to do is stick this down. I was going to mount it onto the yellow lemon lolly again, but I think we might just leave it and do it straight onto the DSP. I'm actually going to place it on there like that. Okay, making sure it's nice and straight. Then what I think we'll do is bring the card probably another way of doing this in an easier way, but and then I think we'll just bring our card just over like that. And hope, oh yeah, perfect. I didn't mount this because if I did, you would have to leave a little spine here, score another line, probably about 1/8 of an inch apart. So I've just left it like that so that we didn't have to do that. Okay, now we're going to do our sentiment. And we're going to use birthday wishes. Now, as I said, I've already die cut the shape. And we're going to stamp it in Night and Navy. I'm just going to do it on scrap paper first. Now, just bear with me. This might go out of eyesight for a little bit while I get it right. Oh, look at that. Couldn't have got it better. I think that was a fluke. Then we're going to pop this up, eh? So I'll just grab a couple of dimensionals. Have I got any left? Not really on that one. Now I might grab our minis, eh? So we'll put a couple of minis on here. Probably be a good idea too if you've got the adhesive strips. They would work perfect on here. Oh. Bring in our card. I'm liking the colours actually. And we're just going to pop this across there so that it's nice and even. Yep. And just gently press. Yeah, I like these colours. Then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of bling. You've got to have bling. And we'll use I've got 2 out. I wasn't too sure. The Glossy Dots assortments, I thought we could use the Pill Party ones, but I'm thinking we might go with the ombre. And I think, whoops, let's grab the catalogue and we'll find out what colour that is. Just bear with me. I know it's Calypso Coral, Old Olive, and the other 2 could be a couple of colours. So where is, there they are. Night and Navy, that's Night and Navy, and this is Coastal Cabana. So we'll use the Coastal Cabana ones, eh? Whoops, put one there. One there. I'll put one there. Put these away before they shoot off everywhere. And press down on these. I don't press down until I'm happy with the placement. And that is our card for today, our fun fold. As I said, I'm not too sure what it's called, but we've done one anyhow. And it just opens up just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that. And as I said, click on the link below and you'll be able to get a PDF tutorial with all the measurements and list of supplies that I've used. Now the measurements include A4 metric and imperial and US letter size. So whichever one you use, you catered for all 3. You've got 3 options actually to choose from. Okie dokie, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll see you next week for our next Stampin' Create Wednesday. Okay, thanks everyone. Enjoy your day. See you later. Hooray.